Today, we look at Mariner of the Seas. We picked this Royal Caribbean ship to celebrate my mom's birthday. Sadly, the ship fell short for our special trip. Find out why next.
Okay.
I'm only here for the party. Trust me, we're just getting started. The sound, the vibe.
Our cruise on the Mariner of the Seas would sail away from the Galveston, Texas cruise port. If you're flying into Houston, most airlines fly into Intercontinental Airport, which is on the northern portion of Houston and furthest away from Galveston. You will have to battle Houston traffic, which is one of the worst in the United States. I recommend you make every effort to fly into Houston Hobby, which is located on the southern part of Houston and much closer to the Galveston port, as you will be able to bypass much of the congestions on the road. After spending the night at my parents' house in southern Houston, we drove to Galveston in the morning and we were able to miss the Houston rush hour traffic. We set sail from Cruise Terminal 10. First, we dropped off our luggage before heading to the parking area. We had printed our luggage tags from the cruise planner page, but the baggage handlers could provide tags if needed. We parked our car in the lot directly in front of the terminal and then returned to the impressive $125 million cruise terminal. This state-of-the-art facility is among the most advanced in the world and was the first to globally achieve net zero energy. The terminal has the capacity to accommodate up to 630,000 guests annually.
Did you bring any knives, guns, bombs, anything?
No, nothing like that.
Smart.
Later on, we would realize that April accidentally brought a large pocket knife in her purse through security, but it was never detected. Ironically, one of the members of security did come over to me after we went through the metal detectors and asked me to stop filming with my phone inside the terminal. I'm glad they caught the real threat.
Hey guys, we're here in Galveston, Texas, about to get on Mariner of the Seas for 4 days. We're going to Cozumel, doing a little beach time. Super excited. Let's get on board, guys.
With a boarding time of 11 a.m., we were able to go through security in a matter of minutes. The embarkation process was probably the best I've ever seen on any cruise ship, and Royal did something that I've never seen before.
We haven't even gone very far, but we're already going to muster stations as soon as we board. I don't even have a sign-in sale card yet, so...
That was your muster station?
Huh?
That was your muster station?
Yeah. That was fast.
As soon as we got on the ship, I fell for the biggest trap that prevents me from enjoying my cruise, and that is to compare to other cruise ships. Considering I was just on Independence of the Seas a month prior, it was hard not to compare, especially since you pay a premium to sail out of Galveston, Texas. You can do a 5-night cruise out of Miami on the Independence of the Seas, a newer and larger ship starting at $384 per person. A 4-night cruise on the older and smaller Mariner of the Seas starts at $393 per person for one less night of cruising.
Don't mess with Texas.
Throughout the sailing, I would feel like I was not getting a good value compared to my previous cruise. Independence belongs to the Freedom class of ships on Royal, and outside of the new Icon class, that is my favorite class of ships that Royal has. Mariner of the Seas belongs to the Voyager class of ships and was built 5 years earlier in 2003. The ship is on the smaller side and holds about 1,200 passengers less than Independence of the Seas. And the comparisons for me began with the Royal Promenade. On Independence, it felt lively each night. Promenade always had live music and it just felt like the place to be. On this sailing, the Promenade just felt dead every night.
Kind of dead for the first night, this promenade. There's no energy.
One of the first things we did when we got on board was stop at one of the bars to pick up my soda tumbler that comes with a refreshment package. The prices on board for these drink packages are much more expensive than prepaying online before your cruise.
So I guess when you cruise from Galveston, they have a very limited selection. While you're in port until you get onto international waters, you can only get things that are made in Texas.
April didn't get the drink package and she spent the rest of the cruise stressing about her drink spending.
How's that bar tab working?
I'm way over.
At the end of the cruise, she did come right under the cost of the drink package, but I wonder if the few dollar savings was worth the stress. I like to get the non-alcoholic package because I tend to drink a lot of water, and the mango smoothies were amazing.
The smoothie, and it's good, isn't it?
It is good, that mango.
My parents are Diamond Plus with Royal, and they get 5 drinks per day, which is plenty for them. With their status, they also take advantage of the Crown Lounge access, which has a nightly happy hour.
Here I have been drinking a lot.
This is much better than the Princess Cruise Lines thing they did for the Royal team. Yeah, the food's better, it looks better.
After escaping some aggressive sailing in the promenade, which included multiple people asking us to make reservations at the Chops Grill,
They've been so aggressive so far with the upsell since we've gotten on this ship, haven't they?
I think that they've asked us to do a chops grill.
Multiple times.
Yeah, multiple times. And
We made our way to the Windjammer Buffet for our first meal on board. Finding a table to sit on a sold-out sailing was rarely an issue, which was a welcome change since the buffet tends to be chaotic. Food is very subjective, but I was very happy with the quality of the food served at the buffet. For me, the big disappointment was in the desserts. Most cake-like desserts at the buffet and main dining room were below average. There's some pros and cons about sailing on a smaller ship. One of the things I like about the older royal ships is that you have free access to the steam room and sauna, which they charge for in newer ships. This is the men's sauna and steam room changing rooms, which is located inside the fitness center. There's some lockers, and I'm guessing you can get the keys at the front. Plenty of towels are provided. There's some showers over here. More showers over here. You're gonna have a dry sauna and the steam room that I'm about to go try in a few minutes. Yeah, it's really hot. That steam room was really hot, almost dangerously hot. Waiting. One of the things I don't like about the older ships, at least on this sailing, was how much time we spent waiting on elevators. What are we waiting for?
the elevator.
She is waiting for the elevator from the inside.
Stop on every day.
What are we doing?
The elevator.
What are we doing?
We're waiting for the elevator.
Again?
Yeah. These elevators take forever to come. We are in room 1287. It is an inside cabin. So right now we do need the bed split because we're just friends, and it's actually pretty spacious. We have our own couch, if you check that out, which honestly I haven't had a couch inside of an inside cabin, I think, in a very long time. So that is kind of nice if we want to sit. This is a really nice safe. Oh, okay. Let me get in there. I'm gonna get in there. Okay. I like this.
The inside cabin was spacious for 2 people. The beds were hard, but if sleep is a priority, then an inside cabin on an older ship might not be a bad idea, as the AC can struggle, and it did throughout the ship. Someone jokingly named it the marinade of the seas. Without the sun hitting our cabin during the day, our cabin stayed cool at night for a good night of sleep. We ate dinner at the main dining room each night with early seating that began at 5 p.m. My time dining was available, and it allows you to eat in the main dining room anytime you want, but I prefer having a set time for dinner when traveling with others, since it makes it one less thing you have to coordinate during your cruise. My comparisons to my previous royal cruise continued at dinner with my first selection, a spinach and artichoke dip that had me reminiscing about how good the buffalo chicken dip from my previous cruise was. This Indian chicken dish tasted much better than it looked. I think overall, everyone enjoyed their meals on the first night.
The prime rib could use a little work, as is normal for cruise ship dinners.
The festive feeling from my last cruise was missing throughout most of this sailing.
What's going on with the music on this ship?
It's just really quiet. I feel like music lightens up the atmosphere, and
There's none.
it's not really happening here, so it's kind of dead.
Possibly due to sailing out of Galveston instead of Miami.
I know we sailed out of Texas. However, the amount of country music on the ship is a real downer.
You like that? You like this music?
Where's the good music at?
Even the Latin music at times felt sluggish. Our first night ended at one of my favorite cruise activities, silent disco, which is so much fun to dance in and so awkward to watch as a spectator. They're calling it a night at 10:57.
The silent dance party is amazing. I know I said a lot of negative stuff, but that was the best
Yeah,
part
that's the
so
best
far.
part.
I am sweaty and I had so much fun.
I was expecting that DJ to throw in an advertisement for Chops Grill during the
Don't forget to get your night at Chops Grill.
Good morning, washy. Down.
Washy.
Breakfast at the buffet is my favorite meal on a cruise ship, and getting a table was rarely an issue on this sailing. The breakfast selection was very limited, but this allowed them to serve the same thing at different stations, which reduced the crowding around the buffet in the morning.
I'm having too much fun.
Did you dance a lot last night?
Oh, yes. Yes.
What you eating there?
This is a yogurt parfait. It looks really good. I hope it tastes good.
Is it cold?
It's kind of lukewarm.
The coffee served on board was fine, but we often went with Starbucks for an extra caffeine boost, which is not included in any of the beverage packages. You can use onboard credit though. Our first of 2 sea days included the very popular International Belly Flop competition. Crowds gathered early to secure a spot by the pool. We had front row views to all the dives, including the winning dive. The second night was Dress to Impress night, formerly known as Formal night, and the menu at the dining room was a taste of Mexico, which featured Mexican classics like
Mexican spaghetti bolognese.
I'm not sure what regions in Mexico like escargot, but if eating snails is your thing, then Mexican night is your night.
What is that? What is it?
Right here.
But they are not alive.
It's a shrimp. Very good. Very good. Very good.
I only counted 3 main dishes on the menu that I would consider Mexican. The carne asada I had for dinner was the best meal I had on the cruise. Any cake-like dessert, in this instance tres leches, was usually disappointing for dinner, but the cowboy desserts were always a hit.
What? What did you find? Is that a duck?
Look at how beautiful.
Oh, that's a you. Oh, what a luck. You found a cruising duck. The Rax and Henry from Texas. Take a selfie with me and post it to the Facebook group. We will not be hiding this duck.
I don't have any that I found.
Well, you don't like that one?
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to hide that one.
Yeah, we know.
That's mine.
Yeah. I think the biggest disappointment for this cruise compared to other Royal Caribbean sailings was how often we found ourselves looking for something to do at night. This is usually never a problem on Royal as they are entertainment heavy, and it's never a problem for my dad who creates the party if there isn't one.
Oh my God. What's wrong?
You need to go get your dad, man.
Look.
The main issue we had with entertainment was that during some key times in the evening, like around 8 p.m., the only activities listed were shopping events. Regardless, by the second night, even though we were disappointed with the lack of entertainment at times, we were going to have a good time regardless. The Galley of Dreams show was fun and the cast was very talented. We were hoping to continue the night at the 80s theme party at the promenade, but the party was lackluster and there were more people in line for pizza than at the party, so we ended our night with a few slices ourselves.
You having fun?
Yes.
We're at our first and only stop on this cruise in Cozumel, Mexico. And we're going to a private beach today called Nachicocom. If you're interested in Nachicocom, where we're going today, we're going to do a full review video of it. Check our channel coming up.
Where's the waiter, Dad? Where's the waiter?
I don't know. I don't know where's my lunch.
We will have a full review of Nachicocom as well as some tips on how to make the most of your time at the beach club in an upcoming video. But for now, here's a few more tips. If you think you want to sail on Royal again, you can visit the next cruise office during your sailing and book your next cruise and receive some onboard credit for that sailing. The cruise veterans know you can double dip the promotions by transferring your newly booked cruise reservation to a travel agency like mine and receive additional benefits, usually in the form of more onboard credit. You have 30 days to transfer a reservation after it's booked, and the reservation cannot be fully paid.
We'll take a photo of it.
Finally, if you're looking to save a few dollars, you can always take pictures of the photos they take on board during your sailing. Just open up the app and take some photos with another phone.
What are you doing?
Take a picture.
Taking a picture of us.
There you go.
If you don't mind your face plastered with the Royal Caribbean logo, then you can walk away with some bootleg photos like this one of April that would have cost $25. How's the pineapple cake?
Sadly, it's really dry. It had so much potential, so I'm glad I got the blueberry cobbler.
Yeah.
This is good. Ricky, what do you think of the blueberry cobbler?
It's much better than the pineapple cake.
Yes, it is.
When trying to pick a dessert, my recommendation is this: cobbler over cake. Any memory of dried pineapple cake quickly disappeared as the music hit the dining room. One of the problems with a smaller ship is smaller venues, and often the events we wanted to attend had no seating available. We had no problems getting a seat at the big band live music event, but I knew April wanted something more upbeat, so we went on a hunt. The piano bar was packed. Being bored at times, we spent way too much time at the casino at night, which was usually packed and full of smoke. We eventually made it to the skating rink, where we caught the end of the game show Crazy Quest. This must be one of the more popular shows on board because the place was packed. We came here hoping to dance the night away at the dance party, but the crowds were just not there, so it was another early night for us. For our second sea day, we met up with my parents for dad jokes, where April won a Royal Caribbean bottle opener for her joke. And my dad, well...
Pray for me. I'm married to a Puerto Rican woman. Are you the Puerto Rican woman? 49 years?
Pizza is one of the good things on this ship. It's actually really yummy.
You like it?
If entertainment was a bit lacking on this sailing, my dad was going to make sure it wasn't on our last sea day, as my parents got picked for the ever-popular Love and Marriage game show.
Would you like to come up?
Yes.
Where my dad started the show with an impromptu dance.
Thank you for coming, everybody. Have a wonderful afternoon.
This is the best moment ever, and we knew it would be.
For my own personal records of family memories, I'll post the rest of this game show clips at the end of this video. For our final night's dinner, we had the usual parade of employees. I will say that while certain areas of the cruise were lacking... Did you like the lasagna?
No.
No, that was the chef's recommendation.
Yeah, but it was faulty.
The service we received was great with no complaints. It's not lost on us the long hours that they put in, often leaving families behind for months at a time to provide for them and make sure we have a fabulous vacation. Our waiter did his best to make sure dinner went as well as possible. This included a little birthday celebration for my mom.
Happy birthday to you.
Welcome true right away.
We are the champions, my friend.
How did you like the cruise?
Oh, yes.
What was your favorite part, Mom?
My favorite part is being with my son here and his friend and dancing. Yeah.
You started this cruise. It's been a lot of fun. It's a lot of it's the people I was with. There were some good moments. I gotta say, Mariner's probably not my favorite ship I've ever been on. There are better ones, bigger ones, ones with more to do.
My quick takeaway from this cruise is I know I'm willing to pay a little bit more for a newer and larger ship, especially for a special trip like my mom's birthday. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. It really helps this little channel grow. And as always, thanks for watching.
someone on the 3rd floor that pushed the button 20 minutes ago that's still waiting for an elevator.
It's fine. Couple number 2. Give them a big round of applause. Thank you, guys. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our professionals on board. Darling, tell me your name and where you're from.
Teresa O'Neill from Clear Lake, Texas. Houston, Texas.
Okay. Teresa from Texas, everybody. All right. And sir, you are?
Ricardo O'Neill from Clear Lake, Houston, Texas.
Very good. All right. Ricardo, how long have you been married?
49 years and 4 months.
49 years and 4 months. Wow. So Ricardo, obviously a little bit more difficult for you, but if you can sum up 49 years and 4 months of wedded bliss in one word, what is that one word going to be?
What is that?
If you can sum up 49 years of marriage in one word, what would your one word be?
Love.
Love! Oh, ladies and gentlemen, give our big couples a big round of applause. Thank you for coming, everybody. Have a wonderful afternoon. Ricardo, that was wonderful. Thank you for that. Free entertainment for everybody. Ricardo, this is not part of the game show. Just yes. You've been married for a very long time. Honeymoon couple down there, 5 years in. Look at them, all shiny and new. If you could give him one piece of advice for a long and healthy marriage, what would you tell him?
You need to love your wife no matter if she's just like you. Not everybody has to be the same. So you just love that person. My wife.
This is really good advice. All right, Ricardo, how long did you and Teresa date before you got married?
6 months.
6 months? When you know, you know. So where did you guys go on your very first date and how did it end? Was it a hug, a handshake, a kiss, or more?
The very first day that I met her, she went with 4 other friends, girls. And many of them, they were just doing like this to me. And then I drove them back to the apartment where they live. And there was one in front and the other one, and they were just, and then I was driving and said, oh my goodness. The one that I like is the one on my back. And it was my wife. Yes, and I have a very long story because I wanted to be a priest. They want to be with me, but when I met my wife, I changed my mind.
This is the best moment ever, and we knew it would be.
Talk about life-changing. Wow.
She was studying to be a nurse. And I asked her, let's get married, but I want you to do something that I would love to do.
Okay, I don't know where this is going.
Work, because I want to be the father that I never met. And she did it. And we have 3 sons, and we have a very good time with we love our sons and they love us.
So back to the question. Where did you go on your first date? Like when you finally asked her out, you said no more priesthood for me, this is what I want. So where did you take her
She used to live in a apartment of nursing, and I dropped her there, and then I see her every day, you know, just.
Okay, but did you go on a date? Never. Okay. No date. No priesthood. Just Teresa. Okay, that's it. We're gonna go there. Ricardo, who from your wife's side of the family, would you not want to be stuck on an island with?
I love all her family.
I'm sure you do. But you have to pick one. See, the purpose of the game show is that you come on the stage and answer the questions. And we've not had much success so far. And it's only question 2. So, pick one.
Take one for what?
Pick one. You have to choose. You have to choose one of her family members. The one you like the least.
Her older brother.
Her other brother. What's his name? Huge part of her life, everybody, clearly. It's very important to the family.
He died recently.
God rest his soul.
My brother was Angel.
Angel! Oh. Okay.
What is going on?
I don't know anymore.
Ricardo, if you can change 2 things about your wife, if you can change 2 things about your wife, you make one thing bigger, one thing smaller. What would you make bigger?
For her to talk more than she normally talked to me.
To talk more. Might be hard to get a word in edgeways. So more talking and smaller?
Oh, I don't know. Discussion, you know, discussion.
So more talking, less discussion.
Because I love to dance, so
We can see that. More talking, less discussion. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, give the boys a big round of applause. We're going to welcome the ladies back out on stage. Don't forget Okay, ladies, welcome back. Sorry. Okay, I'm also sorry. Okay, Teresa. Where did you 2 go on your first date and how did it end?
Okay, if I not wrong, and I remember I was in a FIFA heaven in my country, Puerto Rico, and ended maybe with a kiss.
So close. Apparently there was no date, ever. It was just you, and no date. There was a date. We can maybe have the story later, though. So that's not a match there, unfortunately. Okay. Question number 2, ladies. Teresa?
I think I know all of them, but my sister Rosa.
Your sister? No. He said your brother. Aniel. Yeah.
It is Rosa.
It's Rosa? It's not a match. Okay. Teresa, what do you think Ricardo said? What would you make bigger?
My boobies?
So close! And what do you think he said smaller?
Maybe I don't know. I think everything is perfect in me.
Your temper. He said more talking, but less conversation. So just say lots of words. Just lots of random words. It doesn't even need to make any sense. He just wants more talking. Teresa?
He tried he liked to make a noise with his straw, like coughing.
Coughing.
Every day, all the time.
Okay, so it's like a cough, but
Something is stuck in his throat.
okay. It's like a very weird evolution of man. Teresa?
I would like to say Superman, but it's the last one.
Pee-wee's Really Big Adventure.
Yes. Oh, it's true.
It's okay, John won't feel too bad now. Okay. Busy. Okay. Hi, Teresa. Teresa, you guys have been married for 49 years and 4 months. It's almost 5 decades together. So I'm going to need 5 of the strangest and most unique occasions that you and Pee-wee have been on a big adventure. Because if you give me 5, then he's got multiple choice. So when he comes back, if he gets any of them a match, which I'm sure he will, I'm going to give you the points. So here we go, from the top, number 1.
My husband, he's very traditional, so he's in the cabin.
In the cabin, on board. Whereabouts in the cabin? Where in the cabin? Bed, balcony, shower?
Shower.
Shower? How do you get 2 people in those showers? It's just, okay, so not the shower. Your son is here? Oh, this is nice. Listen, we might find out where you were made. Lovely, welcome. Oh, beautiful. Too long ago? Yeah, but would you give me 1 for every decade? So that's number 1 here. Number 2?
In my house.
In your house, whereabouts in your house?
Living.
In the living room.
With a knife.
Okay. No. On the couch? Very good. All right, number 3.
Which decade?
You choose. I mean, you have 3 sons, right?
The honeymoon.
Hotel room in the honeymoon? Very nice. Number 4. God, you have- Number 4. The cruise ship over there. On the top of the cruise ship? Which ship? I don't remember. I don't remember. Acting all innocent now. Okay, last one, Teresa, number 5. Well, it's okay, because you actually only had to give me one. I just wanted to see how far we could go. Ladies and gentlemen, give the girls a big round of applause. We're going to welcome them aboard. All right. Ricardo?
Talking too much.
Oh. See that, and when you look, see that look on everybody's faces? That's shock. That's what a shocked face looks like. No, she said you have a thing, like you're always clearing your throat, like something is stuck in your throat. Oh. Oh, yeah, sadly not a match there, that's okay. All right. Good. Ricardo?
Superman.
Yes! That is not what she said. No. She said Pee-wee's Big Adventure. All right. Final question, boys. So not a match there, that's okay. All right, Ricardo. When I came to Teresa with this question, she said, Susan, sit down. I said, okay, what's up? She said, we've been married for almost 50 years, so I'm going to give you 5 of the strangest or most unique locations. And I said, don't be silly, Teresa, I only need 1. And she just kept going and going and going and going, and I couldn't make her stop. So, she gave us 5, you match up any of them, I'm going to give you the points. Just look at your son.
The sidewalk in top of a cruise.